we've talked about stress, and I want to pose a question out to you guys because we all have stressful lives, and as men, we don't tend to de-stress well. And I just want to know if either of you have a self-care routine, something that you do on a fairly regular basis that is just for you, that is something that pours back into you, regenerates you, rejuvenates you, that is sort of a treat that you do for yourself, to de-stress. So as you're thinking about it, I will definitely start out and say, I do exercise, and I feel like that's a great way. And I know all of us exercise to different extents, not maybe Columbus style exercise, but we try to get in there and get it in. But listen, I'm not above a pedicure. I don't know if either one of you have had one, but there is a reason why women get them.
Oh, there's a reason right there, huh?
There is a reason. If you've never had anybody just play with your feet and massage them puppies after you have been up all day walking. And I got some razor blades too. So, sometimes I need that trimmed up a little bit, but dude, there is something to that. I'm not above it. So hold on. You're looking at me like you guys have never had a pedicure.
Oh, that's correct. I thought I was hiding that look, but that is correct.
Wow.
Never had a pedicure.
Not.
Oh, dude.
But I do take care of my feet. I got some tools. I got some tools.
You gotta let somebody else do it, man. It's a whole different experience.
It is on my list to try.
Yes.
To see if I will get what you got. It's definitely on my list. There's no barrier. It's just that and a full massage. I think I want to get to.
You haven't done a massage? Well,
I have, but it's been 15 years at least. So
what?
I don't get massages regularly.
That is my regular right there. Okay. So I don't call it. It's not relaxation. It's a therapeutic massage. Is what I get. Right. No happy endings. No happy endings. It's just straight nuts and bolts. I'm going at it like that. But I try and do a sauna. I do a sauna, the heat sauna, get the massage once or twice a month on a regular. And then I just started out with this new thing called floating. And it's supposed to kind of like mimic being in deep REM sleep and just complete peace and relaxation. I tried it once. It took me a while. By the end of it, I was getting the hang. I was like, okay, this is kind of dope. Just chilling out, not thinking at all. There was no music. It was just chill because your mind is racing and it forces you to settle down. And that was huge. So that's
Were you floating on water?
Yeah, it's a heavy salt. It's a salt pool. And so it's so much salt. Literally, it's this much salt that I took off. Not then. Later on, I got home. I took off my swim trunks. And I didn't put in the washing machine immediately. They got stiff and hard with all the salt. There's that much salt in there that you float. You're just floating.
That's crazy.
I gotta try that.
Yeah, that sounds great.
I'm all in.
Yes.
Floating.
Yes.
So that combination, my therapist, she's like my therapist. I'm like talking about her. She's like, you're just stressed out. That's why you're carrying it here. And I'm telling her what's going on in life, like the hour that's there. And until I doze off and go to sleep. So
I'm new to this self-care game. The only thing I've done is way more time than you all, but it's not creative at all. I'm such an accomplishment junkie and an activity junkie. I just take a Sunday and I do absolutely nothing. There's nothing planned. There's no contact with anybody. I'm just alone watching TV. I'm listening to music, going through goals for the year, whatever it is. I just be with myself and my own thoughts. That's all I got right now.
No, there's something to that. Yeah, that's great. Having that downtime, bringing down your nervous system, bringing down those cortisol levels. It's nice. I just had a birthday, and that's exactly what I did. I was my wife treated me to the spa. We have this great spa, and it's like a grotto. And there's like pools and eucalyptus steam showers and just all the stuff, right? And you can't have your phone. I did nothing. Yeah. And it felt so good to do nothing and not have anything pressing. That that was enough for me. So I
Yeah.
hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
But Columbus, you mentioned something too that I do as well, and I find very therapeutic, and that is the sauna. Like, dude, when I get in the sauna, it is something about it. It really calms down your nervous system, and anytime I do the sauna that night, I'm sleeping like a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's so many therapeutic benefits from the sauna. I mean, it's a detox,
Yeah.
it helps you sweat. It just, I mean, if you can take it, I think it's, how long do you spend in there usually?
About 40 minutes.
40 minutes?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm trying to get out all the
Saunas are
junk.
nice. I've done sauna before. That's
Yeah.
very nice.
So I usually schedule like
Relaxing.
at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'll do the massage like right after, piggyback there, and then I get at the day. Just because and right now I'm going about 3 weeks without having had it, and I can feel it.
Oh, wow.
That's the crazy
Yeah.
part. Like I feel it. I feel
Yeah.
like the difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'll
No.
be transparent and
Okay.
and say this. I smoke a cigar alone sometimes when the weather's nice, sit on the back porch. There's something about what it takes to keep that going, keep it lit. The back and forth is very calming, relaxing. There's also something about it being in your hand. You can't do anything else. It's one of those activities you can't. Well, let me do this and check on my email. You can't. So you just sit there and you relax and you look and you think and you're just with yourself.
Forces you to focus
Yeah.
or to release that.
Yeah.
I saw a couple of months ago online. Someone said the best way to clear your brain is to ask yourself, I wonder what my next thought will be. And I tried that. Literally, your brain goes blank. It goes to nothing. You cannot think of what your next thought will be, and you just sit there. I don't know how long you can keep it up, but literally, you will lock up. You'll just sit there and go, I got nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I mean, I literally though. No, those are good. And the other one that I do, and then this made me think of it, is that in the morning I will start off my morning with like not going to my phone. I'll typically get up and I'll do a degree of meditation, right, and prayer and so forth. And so when I get up and I do that, it's easy for me to lose focus. But when I'm really kind of intentional in it, I'm doing my breathing with it at the same time, which makes me focus on my breathing. Or the other one is I'm visualizing clouds floating across.
Yeah. That's good.
And it's crazy when I visualize the clouds floating across. Like in my mind, I'm just tracking the clouds, which is kind of crazy there. But it works for me just to kind of relax and get some degree of settling before the day gets going.
Wow.
I feel like we need
that's
Andre
good.
3000's flute playing in the background of this conversation. This is really meta. I like it. This is nice.
It's in, but the reason I brought that up is that I don't think we as guys really know the value of self-care. I don't think we spend enough time just taking care of ourselves. And it's okay to do that. And I would encourage anyone who and self-care could be listening to music. It could be hanging out with friends. It could be watching the sunset. It could be listening to anything that calms your nervous system down, brings those cortisol levels down, helps you just de-stress. Because if we don't take that time, it will just build, and we will be stressed out and weathered. And that's so I'm glad to hear both you guys do some self-care things, but I would encourage you to do it on a regular, like,
that's good.
and get a massage, Isaac. I mean, come on.
All right,
Yeah.
Got it.
that right there, that's the move. But I'm gonna tell you, a lot of times men, just people type A personalities, tend to be like, I need to keep at it. I gotta go. I have stuff to do. And the concept that even though I talk about this stuff a lot, I'm trying to still embrace on a daily basis is that you actually in order to go far, you have to go slow. And so sometimes slowing down actually allows you to reset, recharge, and go further if we take those moments to do it every single day. And that's hard to do because you're like, I need to get this done. Let me just stop. And literally, my wife was just saying that to me earlier today. I'm off today and have the computer. She's like, can you just shut the computer down and stop writing, texting, emailing, searching? Just stop. And it's hard.
Yeah. It is hard. That reminds me of, are you familiar with the Galloway method of running? You're a runner, right? No,
somewhat of a runner. Yeah.
It's this guy. Correct me if I'm wrong. Well, it's basically if some people run marathons and they just go straight through, just run the whole way. Some people, they run a little bit and then they walk, and then they run again and they walk, and they do that. And apparently that method, you actually is fast or not faster by having that rest period in between, and you're able to be more productive in that way. So that's what that reminded me of, having that rest period in between, so that we could be more productive. So I think that's the take home. We're so busy. We've got a lot of things that we want to do and accomplish, but there is burnout. And if we don't take time to just recharge and reset, we probably won't be as productive as we could be, or fresh as we could be.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There's another concept in business from a business book called the 20-mile march. A famous group hiked across the United States, and they set about doing 20 miles a day, and they were religious about it. No matter the weather conditions, it was nice and sunny. They hit 20 miles, they stopped and they rested, and they got up the next morning and another 20. And that, like you said, the built-in rest, but also the discipline of, that's all we're going to do today. It's 20 miles. We did it. Congratulations. It's 4 o'clock. Set up camp. Let's rest. Get ready for the next 20 miles.
Yeah. Pacing yourself.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, guys. Very good.